What if I told you I just copied 4 successful apps from the App Store that collectively generate over $10 million per month, and I did all of that in 1 hour without writing a single line of code? Yes, I'm for real. Because now, before you think that this is not even possible, let me show you exactly what happened. Because while most developers, they spend like months or years learning programming languages, right? And then wrestling with complex frameworks, well, I discovered something that completely changes the game. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through my exact process of recreating 4 massively successful apps. First, a period tracking app called Flow, pulling in $10 million monthly. Then Remini, an AI photo enhancer making $6 million last month. A baby sleep tracker generating $400,000 per month. And a SaaS named Frame.io, you might have heard of it, a video collaboration platform making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Now, I copied all of these apps and rebuilt all of their core features. I connected them to Stripe to make money right away and had fully functional apps ready to launch. But here's what makes this even more insane. I used just one AI tool to do everything. No coding bootcamps, no computer science degree, no years of experience required. It was just me, this AI coding tool, and a strategy that 99% of aspiring app creators have never heard of. I'm gonna show you the exact apps I built. I'm gonna reveal the AI tool that made all of this possible. And yes, I'm gonna walk you through my step-by-step process so that you too can replicate these results for yourself. Plus, I'm gonna demonstrate how I connected everything to payment systems so that these aren't just greedy little demos. No, they're actual revenue-generating applications. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. The AI tool that will take care of everything for us will be Lovable. With the special link in the description below, you're gonna get double the credits, so you're gonna have more than enough credits to build your own app. All right, important disclaimer, building apps and making money online, that isn't easy, despite what other YouTubers are saying. So when I show you how to build an app, I'm just demonstrating the technical process and the potential. I am not guaranteeing your results. Now, these AI tools, they are legit and the techniques do work, but success, that depends on your execution, your timing, and honestly, some luck. Most apps don't make money right away, and many don't make money at all. So I'm not promising that you're gonna get rich or that you quit your job. This is not financial advice or a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm just showing you what's possible with these tools. Now, what you do with that knowledge, that's entirely up to you. All right, so with all those expectations set, let's go ahead and continue building these apps. Everyone has those photos, you know, those blurry, pixelated ones or just too low res to share. Whether it's an old selfie, a childhood scan, or a compressed screenshot. Now, the idea behind this app is to fix those images without having to need any Photoshop skills or any complex tools. And the goal is simple: upload a photo, enhance it instantly, and then download a version that actually looks good. Now, to build that foundation, I'm gonna prompt the AI with build an AI-powered photo enhancer web app. Users can upload low quality, blurry, or pixelated images and enhance them into high resolution photos. Include features like image upscaling, noise reduction, and facial detail optimization. All right, so with that in place, the core enhancement engine starts working. Users can upload almost any low quality image, and the AI instantly applies a set of improvements, starting with image upscaling, which increases the resolution and sharpness. And on top of that, the noise reduction system also helps clean up any grainy textures or compressed artifacts that often show up in older or low-res files. Facial detail optimization focuses on bringing key features back into focus too. Now, the AI sharpens the eyes, it refines the skin texture, and restores definition in the hair. You know, those subtle changes that add up to a lot clearer, more polished result. And as soon as the image is uploaded, the app generates a quick preview preview of the enhanced result, along with an option to download, of course. So this feature becomes the technical backbone of the entire app, and every tool that will be added later builds on top of this enhancement engine. After setting up the core enhancement engine, the next priority is ease of use, because not every user wants to mess with sliders and filters or any extra settings. Most of the time, people just want to click one thing and then have the app do all the magic for them. And that's where the one-tap enhancement feature comes in. It's designed for anyone who just wants a better photo, fast. So no tweaking, no guesswork, just one click and poof, you're done. Now to make that happen, I'm gonna prompt the AI with add a one-tap enhancement button. When you click, the app should automatically enhance the uploaded photo using AI without requiring user input. Show the processed result after a short loading delay. All right, so after submitting that, the AI adds a clearly labeled one-tap enhance button right where users can easily find it. And when someone clicks it, the back-end enhancement engine kicks in automatically. So there will be no settings to adjust, there will be no previews to confirm. A quick loading indicator appears, and within a few seconds, the enhanced version of the photo is displayed. It's a streamlined experience, especially for those casual users who don't care about all the really small details. They just want something that works. This update also gets tested across different devices to make sure that the whole experience holds up on both desktop and mobile devices. And the result is a clean, responsive interaction that strips away friction and delivers exactly what the button promises: one tap, instant upgrade. However, there are some photos that need more than just sharpening, especially old ones with faded colors, scratches, creases, and years of wear that can't be fixed with simple enhancement alone. For example, vintage prints and scanned portraits often need a different kind of attention, something that looks at damage, not just quality. And to handle that, I'm going to add a restoration feature built specifically for those older, worn-out images. To make that happen, we're going to go back to the AI and prompt it with this: add old photo restoration. The AI should repair damage, reduce scratches, and restore faded colors on vintage or scanned photographs. And the interface updates with a new toggle labeled Restore Old Photo placed alongside the main enhancement tools. When turned on, it triggers an AI pipeline built specifically to detect and repair visual damage. The restoration process also includes automatic colorization for black and white photos. It'll fix broken lines or blotches and also adjust brightness and contrast to bring clarity back into the image. It performs especially well on older scanned photos, things like family portraits, heirlooms, or historical prints. After processing, the app presents a side-by-side comparison of the original and restored version. Now, this makes the results feel tangible. Users can actually see the difference frame by frame as their photo is transformed. Now, apart from old photo restoration, we can all agree that not everyone wants the same level of enhancement. Some prefer subtle fixes that keep the original feel, more like myself, while others might want bold, crisp results that stand out right away. And to give users more control over how intense the edits feel, I'm thinking of adding adjustable enhancement levels. So let's go ahead and prompt the AI with add customizable enhancement levels. Allow users to select different enhancement intensities, low, medium, high, before processing an image. And the app updates with a new drop-down menu labeled enhancement strength. As you can see here, giving users the choice between low, medium, and high. Behind the scenes, the AI adjusts its processing settings based on this input. Low intensity keeps things subtle and preserves the photo's natural texture. Medium offers a balanced improvement for most cases, and high goes all in with sharpness and detail correction for users who want a stronger visual impact. This feature adds a layer of flexibility, especially for our users who are more hands-on or experimenting with different photo types. Now, whether it's a portrait, a landscape, or just an old scan, the adjustable levels make the output feel a lot more personal and intentional. So there are times when users don't want every part of the image touched. Maybe they just want to fix the background without altering the facial features, or boost color without making skin look overly saturated. And giving users the ability to control what gets enhanced and what doesn't adds just the right amount of flexibility for different types of photos. So So here's how I'm gonna explain this feature to the AI. Create toggle options for selective enhancements. Users should be able to enable or disable face beautification, background enhancement, color vibrancy. Now right here, the interface updates with a new section labeled Selective Enhancements added just below the main settings panel. And each toggle connects to a separate AI module so that users can turn features on or off depending on what they want the app to focus on. Naturally, face beautification works by softening blemishes and improving facial symmetry. Background enhancement focuses on contrast and lighting adjustments for everything outside of the face, ideal for scenery or full body shots. And color vibrancy fine-tunes the saturation levels, bringing colors to life without pushing skin tones to looking unnatural. Now, these options are especially helpful when users want more control over context, whether they're editing a portrait, a landscape, or something in between. It's a small addition that makes the app feel a lot more customizable without really adding any complexity to the interface. Even with smart default and toggle controls, enhancement can still be subjective. Some users want sharpness, others want softness. One's personal perfect edit might look overdone to someone else. So instead of making users settle for a single AI result, the next step is to offer variety, multiple enhancement styles to choose from, all generated automatically. Now, to make that happen, let's guide the AI with this instruction. Offer multiple enhancement variants. For each photo uploaded, allow users to choose from up to 18 different AI-generated enhancement versions. Now, after processing, the app presents a scrollable gallery of preview cards with up to 18 visually distinct versions of the same photo. Now, each one is powered by a different enhancement model, applying its own style, tone, or emphasis. And when users click on any of the variants, the app loads a full resolution preview so that they can compare results more closely before making a final choice. Now, the setup gives users a sense of creative freedom. They're not just accepting what the AI thinks is best, they're actually picking the result that looks best to them. As the app grows beyond one-time use, it does need a way to remember each user, not just for login, but for keeping track of everything they've enhanced. So whether someone's processing just one image or dozens of images, giving them a personal history makes the experience feel more polished and useful and made just for them. And that's where user authentication and image history come in, allowing people to create accounts and then revisit their past enhancements anytime. So I'm going to enter this prompt to guide the next step. Enable Supabase authentication. Users must be able to sign up, log in, and view a dashboard of their previously enhanced photos. Store processed image URLs and timestamps in their account. All right, so once the prompt is submitted, the app updates to require user registration and email verification before unlocking the history features. And each time a user enhances a photo, the app saves the processed image URL along with the date and the time it was created tied to their Supabase user ID. And then inside their dashboard, users can view a clean gallery of thumbnails showing all of their previously enhanced images. It acts like a personal enhancement archive, one that grows with use and keeps everything easy to revisit or download again. Now, during the setup, the first prompt throws a Supabase connection warning. Lovable flags the issue, and to resolve it, all I'm going to do is click the green Supabase icon in the toolbar, select the link project, and Lovable will handle the connection automatically from there. Now, one important note for testing, Supabase requires real email addresses. Temporary or fake ones will not work for verification. So using valid credentials is the only way to properly access and test the dashboard flow. At this point, most of the core features are in place, but not everything should be free. High-intensity enhancements, full variant access, and a growing image history do have real value, especially for users who rely on the app regularly. So to make the product sustainable and reward premium users, the next step is to set up gated access through Stripe. I'm going to guide the AI with a simple instruction. Set up Stripe integration for premium features, limit access to high-intensity enhancements, multiple variants, and photo history for free users. Premium users unlock all features after payment via Stripe checkout. And after that, the app adds a pricing model that appears anytime a free
every user tries to access a locked feature. The modal connects directly to Stripe checkout, which manages payment, billing, and automatic user role upgrades. Now, once the upgrade is successful, the user's premium status is stored in Supabase and displayed on their dashboard. Premium accounts can unlock full access to enhancement variants, high-strength processing options, and of course, unlimited image history. Users can also manage their billing details right from their profile without having to leave the app. And during setup, Lovable is prompting me to add the Stripe secret key to the Edge function secrets panel in Supabase. And after entering it, everything syncs properly and the subscription logic runs without needing any more additional tweaks for me. As for error handling, Lovable keeps it pretty straightforward. Any issues appear as red banners or cards with clickable options for context. Now, in most cases, simply asking Lovable to fix the error resolves it. And if something persists, rephrasing the last instruction or reverting a failed component usually does the trick. Stripe and Supabase related errors are especially well documented already, often with direct setup links included for fast troubleshooting. All right, there you have it, a full breakdown of how to build a $10,000 app with 0 employees, no coding, and nothing more than clear prompts and smart tools. Now, every feature from one-tap fixes to premium upgrades, those are designed to be fast, flexible, and easy to come back to. And if you're planning to build something like this, go ahead and feel free to borrow the flow, the prompts, or even just the structure. And if you're sharing this as a walkthrough, tutorial, or build breakdown, make sure to link it up and let others learn from the process too. I'll see you in the next one, and thank you for spending your time with me today. Yes, this period tracker app is making $8 million every single month, and I built the entire app without having to write one single line of code. Now in this video, I'll show you exactly how I did it step by step. So by the end, you too will have a fully functional app that's live and ready to generate serious revenue. No kidding. But here's the problem though. Most no-code tools only let you design the app. They don't set up the backend, the user accounts, or payment processing. So you're kind of left with something that looks good, but doesn't actually work. Now I tested many AI coding tools the last couple of months, as you've seen in the last handful of videos, and I found the best tool at this moment that is easy to use for anyone with 0 coding experience. So here's exactly how you and I are going to build this app step by step. Step 1, we'll let AI generate the app idea and create a complete plan. Step 2, we'll build all the core features by cloning Flow Period and Cycles Tracker, one of the most successful health apps on the App Store. Step 3, we'll generate Stripe for payments so you can start earning money right away. And don't worry, you don't need to be a coding expert. I wouldn't say I'm one myself, but I made this tutorial super simple to follow even if you've never built an app before. And what makes this method different from all the others is that we're using only one AI tool, the most powerful AI coding assistant available for right now. Now, this isn't just some basic prototype. We're building a complete clone with all of the premium features that made the original period tracker app worth millions of dollars. And by the end of this video, I promise you, you're going to see how easy it is to turn an idea into a real working app that can generate serious revenue using AI. So let's go ahead and get started. The AI tool that will take care of everything that we do today will be called Lovable. I linked it down below so you can go ahead and check it out. And with a special link in the description box below, if you click on it, you will get double the credits, so you can actually have enough credits to build the app we're building today. Now, all right, so the first step is telling Lovable exactly what we want. So we start out by typing out our prompt, create a full-featured period tracking app with a modern UI design. The app should include period and fertility tracking, symptom tracking, a pregnancy mode, and health insights insights, and education. And just like that, with a few simple words and a click, Lovable gets to work. And within seconds, it generates a fully designed app called Harmony. And honestly, folks, it already looks like something you'd find in the App Store today. Pretty impressive, right? But we're more than just about looks, so we're not going to stop here. We're going to dig deeper and refine it and add the features that will make this app truly seamless. Now, the first thing that needs fixing is, of course, the navigation. And right now, we got to be honest, it is a little clunky, and because nobody likes an app that's hard to use, let's go ahead and fix it up and make it more intuitive. We will tell Lovable users should be able to navigate between different sections: period and fertility tracking, symptom tracking, pregnancy mode, and health insights and education. And we just wait a few seconds, and as you can see here, Lovable reorganizes everything, and now instead of scattered options, we have 4 clear sections: period tracking, symptoms, pregnancy, and insight. Now, that honestly already makes things a lot easier to navigate, but I don't know about you, there's still something that just doesn't feel quite right. Like, there's an extra navigation bar at the top with tabs labeled calendar, insights, learn, and profile, which I don't feel like we need anymore. So instead of just leaving it there to confuse our users, let's go ahead and clean house a little bit and type in, remove the first navigation, calendar, insights, learn, and profile. And just like that, the UI looks a lot sleeker, a lot simpler, and it is more user-friendly. Exactly what we want. And now that the structure is solid, we need to tackle something super important here: user authentication. Because nobody wants to lose months of personal health information just because there's no way to save it. And that's why we need to make sure users can sign up, log in, and then securely store their data too. So we will tell Lovable here, this app supports account creation, data storage, and secure authentication. Start by building a functional UI and a database setup before adding individual features. We wait a little while, and now our app is ready to connect to Supabase, which is going to handle all of the backend storage and authentication. Now, setting up Supabase might sound a little bit technical, but honestly, it's actually super simple. First, we click on Supabase at the top right here, and we'll sign in. Now, once we're in, we need to grant Lovable the necessary permissions so it can integrate smoothly with our current project. And after that, we create a new project. We'll go ahead and name it, enter a secure database password, and click create. And that's it. The back end is now set up, and we just need to link it to our app. And to do this, we ask Lovable to connect the sign up and login page with Supabase simply by typing connect the sign up login page with the back end of Supabase. Provide me with the site and redirect URLs. And with this, Lovable immediately responds with a unique URL that we need to copy into Supabase to finalize the connection. And to complete the step, we navigate to the Supabase dashboard, and then we'll click on the authentication section. Under URL configuration, we'll find the field where we need to paste the URL Lovable already gave us beforehand. And once we paste it in, we'll click save, and just like that, our app and Supabase are now connected. Now it's time to test if everything actually works. We'll create a new account, enter an email, and of course input our password and attempt to log in. Now at first, everything seems fine until we hit an annoying issue. Supabase requires email confirmation before letting us actually log into our project. Now, in some cases, email verification is a great security feature, but for an app like this one, it's kind of unnecessary. We want users to get in quickly without having to check their inbox every single time. Thankfully, fixing this is pretty easy. All we have to do is go back to our Supabase dashboard and then click on authentication and scroll down to the sign in, sign up settings area. Now, under auth providers, we'll find the email section, and then we'll also see that the confirm email option is enabled by default. Now, we simply want to toggle it off and then click on save. And again, just like that, email confirmation is no longer required. Now, when we do log in the next time, we can access the app instantly. All right, so far, so good. With authentication fully set up now, it's time to bring this app to life. Right now it looks great, but a period tracker that doesn't actually track cycles? Yeah, not very useful. So now we need to make sure users can log their period start and end dates with a lot of ease. Let's not make it difficult for them. So to do this, we simply tell Lovable in the period section, create a user-friendly period tracking interface where users can log their period start and period end dates. And as with any automated process, we might run into a few hiccups along the way. And if we do spot an error, there's no need to panic. Lovable has a built-in fix. At the top right corner, there's a try to fix it button that we can click. And what will happen is that Lovable will automatically debug the issue itself. And once everything looks good, we can move on to the more exciting part, previewing the section to see what's actually working. Now, clicking preview gives us a real-time look at our progress in our project. Now, in the period section, you can see we see a log period button. If we click on log your first period, it opens up a selection menu where users can choose their start date and end date. Now, once those details are entered in, the information is instantly reflected in the Insights tab, giving users a clear history of their cycles. But what if users don't want to manually track everything every time, every month? Well, that's where AI-powered predictions can come in. If the next period cycle isn't showing, we can ask Lovable to predict future cycles and ovulation based on past data. And there you go. Now the app includes a future prediction section, and it's showing upcoming periods and fertile windows. So every time one of our users logs into our app and logs a new period, the calendar view will update automatically, making tracking pretty effortless. Now we have a fully functional period tracker that not only logs past cycles, but it can also predict future ones, no extra manual calculations needed. And with this in place, our app is becoming a lot more powerful, but as always, there's always a little bit more we can add. Now, tracking periods is great and all, but understanding how your body changes throughout a cycle is even better. And that's why we're going to go ahead and add a symptom tracking section or feature, making it easy for users to log their daily mood, any physical symptoms they might be feeling like cramps or headaches, and even their sleep patterns. And to set this up, we ask Lovable to, for the symptom tracking feature, allow users to log their daily mood, any physical symptoms like cramps, headaches, bloating, etc., and of course their sleep patterns. And once that's in place and we press enter, we'll head on over to the symptoms tracking section. Now when users enter their symptoms like their mood or their sleep patterns and then hit save, their data is stored. But plain text isn't the most engaging way to track trends over time. It's not very visually appealing. But to make this more visually appealing, we'll go ahead and tell Lovable, display the symptom tracking in an interactive chart or graph to visualize changes over time. And with those few creative words, just like that, symptom patterns become easy to see at a glance, helping our users to spot trends like pre-period headaches or sleep changes throughout their cycles. And if there are any errors, well, again, no problem. All we have to do, like we did last time, was just click again the try to fix it button at the top right, and Lovable will troubleshoot automatically on its own. And now with everything working smoothly, it's time to go ahead and polish up our interface. The navigation page still includes home, period, insights, and learn, but in this section, we don't really need it here. So to keep the layout a lot more focused and clutter-free, we'll ask Lovable to just remove the navigation page. Now, our symptom tracking section is fully functional and much more organized. Users can log their symptoms, they can log in their mood and their sleep patterns, and then after doing all that logging, we can view them in a detailed interactive chart that makes tracking effortless. Now next up, we're going to go ahead and add pregnancy mode to make this app even more fully featured and a lot more powerful for our users. Now planning for pregnancy or trying to conceive can feel overwhelming, so why not let our app do the tracking for our users? So in pregnancy mode, our users can access everything from fertility predictions to fetal development insights without the stress of manual calculations calculations and a whole bunch of manual input. So to get started, we ask Lovable for the pregnancy mode section, implement a fertility tracking mode that predicts ovulation and the most fertile days. And with that done, we head over to the pregnancy section, and now there's a fertility tracker. Users can check their upcoming fertility windows and ovulation dates, so it'll make it easier to plan for conception. There will be no more guessing, no more endless cycle calculations, and instead, because of our app, just clear AI-powered predictions right at their fingertips. But you might ask, what if someone is already pregnant and they want to track their baby's growth? Well, that's where the next feature comes in. And to add even more value out of already what we've created, we'll ask Lovable to create a feature in pregnancy mode that tracks fetal development by weeks and provides educational content based on trimester progress. Now, when our users open pregnancy mode, they'll see a fetal development tracker with weekly progress updates, trimester highlights, and here even helpful tips at the bottom. So whether someone wants to know when their baby's heartbeat starts, or when to expect the first kicks, or how their body is changing each trimester throughout their pregnancy, it's all right here in this section. With both fertility predictions and fetal development insights, this section now supports users at every single stage, whether they're trying to conceive or already expecting. Congratulations. And just like that, another major feature is complete. Now, understanding your cycle is one thing, but knowing what it means for your overall health, well, that's next level stuff. So let's go ahead and tackle that. Let's add a health insights and education section that helps users make sense of their menstrual patterns. Now to get started, we'll go back to Lovable and type in, for the health insights section, add a health insights system that analyzes the user's menstrual cycle data and then offers health recommendations if irregular patterns are detected. Now what this means is that our app can now scan for things like unusual long cycles, missed periods, or irregular ovulation, and then provide personalized health insights for all of those scenarios. And if something seems off, users will get recommendations or alerts that might help them decide if they should consult a doctor. Of course, things don't always run perfectly on the first try as we've seen before, and as we did before, again, if we hit an error, no need to stress out. When we see a build unsuccessful message, we simply click the try to fix it button at the top right, and Lovable will attempt to resolve the issue itself. And once everything is working smoothly and we're back on track, we'll head back up to the health insights section. Now, this space provides detailed information about menstrual health and personalized insights based on the user's logged in data. But we're not done yet, of course. We like to do more here on this channel. Health insights are great, but you might ask, what if users want to learn more about reproductive health? Instead of making them search the internet and Googling or ChatGPTing for reliable sources, let's just bring the knowledge straight to them within our app because they're already there. So we'll tell Lovable in this section, generate educational articles and videos on reproductive health displayed based on the user's cycle phase. And with that update, a new additional resources section appears filled with educational articles and videos. Now, whether a user is in their follicular phase, ovulation, or luteal phase, they'll get relevant content tailored to wherever they are specifically in their cycle. Now, the app doesn't just track periods either. Obviously, from what we've done so far, it helps users do more, understand their health in a way that's easy, accessible, and personalized. But you know, let's go ahead and do one more thing. One last step to wrap things up. Let's finalize everything and then see the full picture. Now, monetizing an app isn't just about making money. It's about sustainability and keeping it going. Now, if we want this period tracking app to stay useful and grow over time, we need a way to offer premium features while keeping things still smooth for our users. And that's where Stripe integration comes in. So Here's the plan. We set up a subscription model, and you're familiar with that, where users can unlock premium tools for $9.99 a year. Pretty simple, right? Now to make that happen, we just go back to Lovable and say, set up Stripe integration and subscription where users need to subscribe for a premium plan in order to use the premium features. Now Lovable will jump into action, setting up all the basics for us, but now it's also our turn to approve the backend changes. And a quick click on apply changes, and we're in business. Now comes the fun part, getting the app to actually process payments. Because Stripe needs a secret key to handle transactions. But before grabbing that, we will switch to test mode on so we don't accidentally charge real money while setting this up. Because, well, let's be real, nobody wants that surprise. Over in Stripe's developer tab, we'll go ahead and grab the secret key. We'll paste that into Lovable and then do the same thing for the publishable key, which makes everything work on the front end. But wait, we're not done just yet. Almost there. Users need an actual product to subscribe to. So let's go ahead and go back to Lovable and say, I added the Stripe API key. Here is the product ID before heading over to Stripe's product catalog to create the subscription. Inside Stripe, we click create a product. Enter the name, enter the description, the price, and the billing period, then hit add product. And once the product is created, we'll open it up, click the three dots menu here, and then copy the price ID. We'll return to Lovable and paste it all in, officially linking the subscription plan to the app itself. Now, one last piece. Webhooks. These tell the app what's happening in Stripe. So like when a user subscribes, cancels, or renews, and we tell Lovable, I want to add a Stripe webhook secret key. A link should pop up, sending us directly to Stripe's webhook dashboard, where here we grab the signing secret, paste it back into Lovable, and then hit submit. Just like that, Stripe is fully wired into our app. Now, time for the real test. Let's publish the app, create an account, and see that users are required to subscribe to unlock premium features. Clicking subscribe now takes us to Stripe's checkout page, and here's the cool part. Stripe will let us run test transactions using a fake temporary card. So we'll enter a fake card number, any future expiration date, any 3-digit CVC, and any postal code. Then we'll complete the payment. And just like that, the app unlocks our premium features, meaning the whole thing actually works. Success. Oh, wait, hold up. We're not stopping at just functionality. We'd like to do a little bit more on this channel. A great app doesn't just work well, it looks good too. So let's go ahead and tell Lovable, change the design and layout into a modern UI design. And in just seconds, everything gets a sleeker, more polished update. We do a quick mobile view check and looks like everything adapts perfectly to different screen sizes. And that's it. We've officially built a fully functional AI-powered period tracking app with cycle tracking, symptom logging, pregnancy insights even, and of course a health and education and premium subscriptions options, all without writing one single line of code. It's kind of crazy, right? The only question now is, well, what's next? Maybe adding AI-powered health predictions or expanding into fitness tracking. The possibilities are completely endless, and now at least you and I have a better idea about the tools to build them. Thank you for watching. Hit me up in the comments section below about what you want to see next, and I'll see you with that next one. I built 7 apps before without having to write a single line of code, and now I'm gonna build this baby sleep tracker that's identical to one making $400,000 a month, and I did it all with just one AI tool that nobody's talking about. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I replicated successful apps like this baby sleep tracker, complete with payment processing and all the premium features to start earning money right away. And this isn't about basic no-code tools. No, this is about using AI to build legitimate revenue-generating apps without any coding knowledge. And I've tested every AI development platform out there, and I found one that completely changes the game. And what used to take months of development and thousands of dollars can now be done in days at a fraction of the cost. The opportunity here is massive, but it won't last forever. Creating a prompt. So the AI tool that will take care of everything for us today will be Lovable. And with a special link in the description below, you will get double the credits, and that means you'll have more than enough credits to build your app. To begin building the baby sleep app, the first step is creating a prompt in Lovable that clearly outlines both the purpose and the feel of the app. So we'll start writing the prompt to Lovable: create a baby sleep app to help parents understand and improve their baby's sleep patterns. The landing page design should look warm and modern and should showcase all the app's key features in a friendly tone for new parents. Include sections like track everything, personalized sleep schedules, sounds and guides, multi-caregiver support, and analytics. Add call to action buttons like start tracking and explore features. So after using this prompt, the initial version of the app presents a landing page. It includes all the key features, warm and inviting visuals with subtle animations, clear call to action buttons, and testimonials. User authentication. At this point, I want to make sure that every user has their own space inside of our app, whether they're coming back to continue tracking or they're starting off fresh. So the next step today is setting up user authentication, where people can register or log into their account before using any of the features. So to do that, we're going to enter this exact prompt into Lovable. When trying to click the Get Started button and Start Tracking button, add a user authentication where users need to register for a new account or log in. After successfully logging into their account, they will go to Dashboard, where users can use the app features. So when I click the Get Started button, it takes me to a page where I can register or log into my account. After successfully registering, the user now is directed to their dashboard. Tracking system. Now that we've got user authentication in place, it's time to go ahead and build what's probably the most essential part of this app: tracking baby activities. So for parents, having everything in one spot, naps, feedings, diaper changes, is a game changer. To get that going, let's take a screenshot of the sleep tracker card and then attach it in Lovable and type in the sleep tracker card, add a simple and intuitive tracking system for daily baby activities. Include options to log naps and nighttime sleep, start and end duration, feedings, nursing and formula with amounts and time, diaper changes, wet, dirty, both, and custom notes or additional activities like tummy time, bath. All right, so after that, the tracking system is in, so I'm gonna try to log into my account, and when I click on the sleep tracker card, it opens up just like expected. And now we can log things like sleep patterns, feedings, diaper changes, and any extra activities that I want to keep track of. If I head over to activity history, I can see all the entries that were added. They're right there. But we don't want just to log in the activities. We want to make sure they're actually saved and editable too. So let's go back to Lovable and enter. Make sure all the activity logs are saved and recorded. Add options to delete or edit logs. So now an error message pops up at this point, and if that happens, all you really need to do is hit the try to fix button inside of Lovable. And after that's resolved, let's try adding new activity logs, and now I've got the option to edit or delete them. And when I go back, you can see here that everything is saved and recorded properly. There's also one more thing that I noticed. The navigation bar on this page isn't working yet. So to fix that, we're going to prompt Lovable with, on the dashboard page, make sure all the navigation items are fully functional. Now, when I head back to our dashboard, all the navigation items are working the way they should be. Personalized sleep schedules. Keep in mind that every baby has different sleep patterns, and for parents, figuring out the right routine can feel overwhelming. And that's why this next feature is so important. The sleep schedule helps take out the guesswork by generating a personalized daily routine based on the baby's age and the baby's habits. So to get started, I'll take a screenshot of the sleep schedule card and then I'll attach it into a Lovable and type in, when a user clicks the sleep schedule card, the app will ask parents about their baby's age, current sleep habits, and wake times. Then the app will generate a personalized daily sleep schedule with nap and bedtime suggestions that follow biologically appropriate wake windows. And then once that's done, I'll go back to the card, I'll answer all the questions, and it generates a schedule. We can now see sleep tips and have the option to edit the information. And to make sure everything on this page is properly saved, we're going back to Lovable and ask to type in, make sure all the information in the sleep schedule page, including answers and schedule, should be saved and recorded. Now let's try saving the information. And when we go back to this page, you can see that all the data is still there. And if I go back again, it confirms that the previously saved sleep schedule has been successfully loaded. I also want to add one more feature to this page. Of course, we have to go back and tell Lovable by typing in. On this page, add functionality that automatically adjusts the baby's sleep schedule as they grow up. Bases change on age milestones and sleep pattern data entered by the user. Notify parents of upcoming schedule changes and allow them to approve or customize. But an error shows up here, but again, no problem. We can just click the Try to Fix button. Once that's taken care of, I'll go ahead and return to the sleep schedule page and enter the information in again. Now, the added feature, Auto Adjusting Schedule, is showing up. If users enter the baby's birth date, the app can now automatically adjust the schedule as the baby grows. It also notifies parents when it's time to update the routine based on age milestones. Then, when I regenerate the schedule, it now reflects the current age. Sleep sounds and white noise library. Next up is the sounds and guides feature. This one's designed to give parents access to calming audio that helps their baby, and maybe the parents too, fall asleep more easily. And just like before, we'll take a screenshot, attach it in Lovable, and type in. When a user clicks this sounds and guides card, the app will show a library of calming audio tracks, including classic white noise, soft lullabies, and nature sounds. Allow users to play the sound, loop, and set timers on sounds during naps or nighttime sleep. Now, if I click on the sounds and guides card, I can see a variety of calming sounds available. I want to expand this section a bit more to support parents with helpful content. And here's what we're going to tell Lovable next. On this page, add a section with helpful articles and guides for parents. Include science-backed info on baby sleep development, step-by-step sleep training guides, tips for creating a sleep-friendly environment, and update content regularly and tag by age group or topic. And after making that update, there's a new section added, sleep guides and articles, where parents can browse through articles and guide topics related to their baby's sleep. Analytics. Understanding your baby's sleep and feeding trends over time can be incredibly helpful, and that's where the analytics feature comes in. This section is meant to give parents a clear visual overview of all the data they've been tracking inside of our app. And to set it up, let's go back to Lovable again and type in, design this analytics card that shows stats with visual graphs. Include all data stored and saved on the app, including total sleep time per day, number of night wakings, feeding durations, and frequency in charts to help parents spot sleep or feed patterns over time. At this point, another error shows up, but that's okay because just like earlier, all we have to do is click the error button and then select the Try to Fix It button at the top right corner. Now, I'll preview this in a new tab. After logging into my account, I'll click on the analytics feature, and here I can see detailed information about sleep duration, feeding patterns, weekly sleep patterns, and insights. The responsive design is also visible on the mobile view. Multi-caregiver sharing functionality. In real life, baby care is a team effort, so the next feature we're adding is multi-caregiver sharing. And this makes it easy for parents, partners, or caregivers to stay on the same page when it comes to daily logs and schedules. To build this out, we're going to use this prompt in Lovable. Let users invite others to share and update baby logs. Sync all data in real time across devices to ensure everyone sees the same schedule and updates. And once we're done with that, if we go back to the dashboard, there's a new sharing section that appears. And when I click on it, you can see that I can share logs by entering someone's email address. Then I can choose whether they can only view it, whether they can edit it, or if they have full access, and then I'll hit the send invitation button. There's also a toggle here to enable sharing. And after sending, I can see the email I just invited, and if needed, I can add more emails too. Customizable baby profiles. Every family is different, and that's perfect. And a lot of parents are caring for more than just one child, so even better. So that's why the next feature we're adding is support for multiple baby profiles, so each child's data stays organized. And to get started, we're going to use this prompt. Allow users to create and switch between multiple baby profiles. Each profile should include the baby's name, their age, photo, and individual sleep and feed logs. Now, when I log into my account, you can see here an option to create a baby profile. So let's try adding one by entering the name and date of birth, but right away, I noticed that isn't working correctly. So again, easy fix, we'll just ask Lovable to fix that. When trying to add new baby profile, I can add a name, but adding a date of birth is not working properly. And once that's fixed, I'll try it again. I can now add a baby profile successfully. And if I want to add another one, I'll just click the Add Baby button. And from there, it's easy to switch between different profiles. Now, we need to connect Supabase to Lovable so we can store and retrieve data in a database or upload files when needed. And to do that, let's click the the Supabase icon at the top right, choose Create New Project, enter the name and password, then hit Create New Project. Finally, click Connect, and the app is now connected to Supabase. Easy peasy. UI design. And now that the app is fully functional, I want to give it a softer, more welcoming visual style, something that feels right for new parents using it every day. So let's start with this prompt. Change the font style design and make it modern, and give it a warm look, add subtle animations. And with that done, the font style now looks more refined and fits the overall tone of our app. Next, I want to enhance the header visually, so let's prompt Lovable with add a graphic design or an image in the header and hero section. And there you go. Now our UI has a much more welcoming look and feel. Now the last step in turning our project into a fully functional app is monetization. So now we're going to integrate Stripe to handle payments. And to set that up, I'll go into Lovable and type in integrate Stripe to monetize the app, offer a free and unlimited plan model, basic daily sleep tracking on free plan for 7 days, and after those 7 days, the user needs to subscribe to the unlimited plan for $29 yearly that includes all features like daily sleep tracking, sleep schedule based on personalized schedules, analytics, and a sound library. Show the Stripe checkout for the payment process. Now next, I'll approve the SQL commands by clicking Apply Changes, and then I'm gonna head over to the Stripe API keys page, and from there, I'll copy the secret key and paste it into Lovable. Now in the app header, there's a pricing section, and when I click it, I can choose between using the app for free or subscribing to the unlimited plan for $29 a year to unlock everything we talked about. I'll click subscribe now, but I'll get redirected to the login page. My first login fails, so I'm going to register a new account, and after that, I'm locked out of the app features until I subscribe. At this point, some errors do show up during the checkout process, so I'm gonna fix them step by step. This includes updating the Stripe price ID, configuring the webhook secret key, and connecting the correct endpoint URL from the Stripe webhook dashboard. I also added the updated webhook destination URL using Supabase Edge functions. Now once everything's wired up properly, I'll just publish the app to enable the Stripe checkout flow. Then I'll create a new account, click subscribe to the unlimited plan, hit subscribe now, and it successfully redirects to the Stripe checkout page. There you have it, an entire baby sleep tracker built step by step, powered entirely by AI. And what used to take a whole dev team and a 6-month timeline just took us a handful of prompts. From real-time tracking to personalized schedules and then built-in monetization too. This app isn't just a prototype, it's ready to ship. And the best part, everything that we just saw today was built with one single AI tool doing all the heavy lifting for us. No code, no shortcuts, just clear steps and real output. And if this is what's possible in just a few hours, imagine what you and I can build together next. So hit me up in the comment section below if you have any questions, and let me know what you want to see next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. What if I told you I copied a $1.7 million SaaS business without writing a single line of code? Today, most people think you need to be a developer to create software, but that's completely wrong. I just launched a professional video collaboration platform just like Frame.io with all of the same features, and I even integrated it with Stripe to receive payments. And I did all of that just using one AI tool. Now, this isn't just some basic landing page or a simple automation. No, this is a fully functional SaaS product that looks and works exactly like platforms already charging thousands of dollars per month. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I built this entire business from scratch, the specific AI tool that made it all possible, and how you too can replicate my process to build your own profitable SaaS without any coding skills. Now, the no-code revolution is here, but what most creators aren't telling you is that there's a massive difference between building a simple app and then creating something people will actually pay for. I'm going to reveal the exact blueprint I used to copy this $1.7 million business model that practically runs itself. The AI tool that will take care of everything for us today is called Lovable. I've got a special link in the description below that will get you double the credits, and what that means is you'll actually have enough credits to build your own app. Frame.io is the best when it comes to communicating feedback on specific parts of a video. You can leave time-stamped comments exactly where something needs to change, and even use drawings and annotation tools within the software to highlight the exact spot you're referring to. Our app is going to have all of that too. So let's go ahead and tell Lovable that we want that. I'm making sure to include timestamp commenting as one of the core features. But just commenting, of course, isn't enough. Sometimes you need to show what you mean. So I'm also going to ask Lovable to give us drawing tools. I want our users to be able to draw directly on the video frame to add arrows or to circle something, maybe highlight a whole section. It makes feedback way more visual and clear. Next, let's talk about uploading. We want this to be quick and to be easy. So here, I'm going to tell Lovable to let our users either upload a video file or paste a public video URL, like a YouTube link. And that way, they don't have to wait for a huge file to upload. Just drop the link and go. It makes the whole experience a lot smoother. Since this is built for collaboration, I want a way to easily share a project. So I'm going to include that too. Let's tell Lovable to generate a unique project link that you can send to your team. And anyone with the link should be able to view the video and leave comments. No sign up needed. Super low friction. And of course, we also need a layout that actually makes sense. And of course, we have to ask Lovable to give us a clean user interface where the video is on the left and all the comments show up on the right. And that way, everything stays neat, organized, and easy to follow. All right, all of that goes into one single prompt, and now I'm pasting it into Lovable. So let's go ahead and see what it gives us. Okay, Lovable spins up a homepage called Vid Feedback Oasis, and the tagline is collaborate on videos with precise feedback and annotations. I love that. It's simple, it's clean, and it actually looks like something I would want to use. So I'm going to click Start New Project, and let's see what we've got. And right away, I see two options: upload a video file or paste a public video URL. That's exactly what we asked for. So I'll go ahead and I'll paste a YouTube link just to test it out. And yep, it loads instantly. Super smooth. Now the layout kicks in. We've got the video player on the left and the comments panel on the right. So let's go ahead and pause the video, drop in a comment, and then hit enter. And that feedback is now saved to that exact moment in our timeline. And when I click the comment, the video jumps right back to that timestamp, just like in frame.io. Now let's test the drawing tools now. Here we can grab the marker, draw on the video frame, add a quick arrow, and it just works. It's working completely, and it's going to be a huge help for creative teams doing reviews or giving precise notes. Now I want to try the collaboration part, so let's click on Share Project, and here you can see it instantly gives me a clean link. I can send that to someone else on my team, and then they'll be able to open the video and then leave their own feedback. There's no setup, no account creation, just click and go. And all of this, it came from one single prompt. Honestly, we've already got the backbone of a real SaaS product here, but for sure there are more other things that we can incorporate into our project. So let's go ahead and go after that. And now the basic layout is in place. So let's move on to the actual video playback. First, I'm going to try uploading a video. I'll click select file, and then I'll choose one from my computer. Okay, so the video has finished uploading, but as you can see here, it doesn't play. The player's just not responding. There's no video, there's no playback, there's nothing on our screen. So to fix that, all we have to do is tell Lovable exactly what we need it to do. Here's the prompt I'm going to use. The platform should use the video.js library to handle video playback. It must support both video uploads from users and direct playback of public video URLs, such as YouTube links, ensuring seamless video viewing within the browser. So let's send that in and see what Lovable does with it. Again, I'll go ahead and try uploading the video, but this time still no luck. The video isn't playing yet. So this time, let's get more specific with Lovable and give it one more instruction. I'm gonna go ahead and say, when a user uploads a video from their computer, make sure it is displayed within the app using the video.js player. The uploaded video should be processed and playable immediately, allowing seamless interaction and feedback. Now that should clear things up. So let's try uploading the video one more time. And this time it's perfect. The video loads properly and it's playable right inside the app using the video.js player. And that's exactly what we wanted. Now let's go ahead and test out the YouTube link feature. I'm going to grab a link from our channel. I'll paste it in here and it works. The video loads instantly and it plays right in the browser. So now we've got both local uploads and public video URLs working smoothly. Our playback is seamless and the video.js integration is finally doing its job. Good job. Now let's test out the commenting system and see how feedback ties into the video timeline. So I'm going to pause the video right here, and then I'll leave a note that says, test, please add visuals. Then I'll add a second one, test, replace this part. So now we've got 2 comments added. Now here's the cool part. When I click on either of the comments, the video will automatically jump to the exact moment that that comment was made. That's time-stamped commenting in action, and it works exactly how we want it to. But here's the thing, comments are great, but they need to stick. Let's say someone refreshes the page or revisits the project later. Those comments should still be there. If they're not, well, we got a problem. And on top of that, I want real-time updates too. So if someone else adds feedback while you're watching, I want to be able to see it appear instantly without needing to reload anything. So I'm going to ask Lovable to do this. Make sure the comments are saved and persist even when the page is refreshed. The system should support real-time updates so that multiple users can see new comments instantly without needing to reload the page. So let's go ahead and send that into Lovable and check out what happens. I'm adding 2 more comments now, just quick test notes, and then I'm going to refresh the page. And perfect! The comments are still there right where we left them. And that prompt worked perfectly, and now our app fully supports persistent real-time feedback. This makes the entire experience way more collaborative and reliable. Exactly what we're aiming for here. It looks like we don't even need to manually add the clickable comments feature because Lovable already took care of that all by itself. Cool. And it's added right into the app as well. But if you ever need to add it yourself, all you have to do is ask Lovable to make sure clicking a comment jumps to the correct spot in the video, sync perfectly with the timestamp. It also needs to show those timestamps clearly in the comment panel so our users can navigate feedback easily. So let's go ahead and test it to see how it works. I'll add a new comment, test, remove this video part, and then I'll add another one just for good measure. Test, change these visuals. All right, so watch this. When I click on either of the comments, the video instantly jumps to the exact moment that feedback was added. There's no delay, there's no scroll hunting, there's just seamless navigation. It's also fast, accurate, and it makes reviewing so much easier. This is one of those small features that really upgrades the entire user experience. Just being able to jump straight to the part someone's talking about saves us so much time. And speaking of time, it's time to get our drawing tools working, because right now the feature isn't behaving as I want it to. It either doesn't show anything or it just breaks when I try to draw or add an arrow. So all we have to do is tell Lovable to add a basic drawing tool that lets our users sketch on the video and drop arrows to highlight important parts. We should also mention in the prompt that the drawings need to be linked to the exact timestamp they were created, just like a comment, so that they'll show up at the right moment during playback. I'll run the update, I'll upload a video again, and I'll try to draw. Still not working. So next, I'll tell Lovable to make sure these drawings are saved with the video, appear when that timestamp is reached, and stay there even after refreshing the page. As you can see, it's still glitchy, so let's keep refining our prompt. This time I'll ask for a smooth, responsive drawing tool with a toolbar for freehand, for arrows, and for highlights. Drawings should sync with the comment system, reappear when the video hits the right time, or when a related comment is clicked. I also want the ability to move or edit or delete drawings. Lovable gives it another shot, but then an error shows up. I'll go ahead and click the arrow button this time. I'll hit try to fix it, and then I'll let Lovable troubleshoot it. And to wrap it all up, let's just give one last very detailed prompt, making sure it knows this feature should work with video.js, be mobile friendly, and connect tightly with the feedback system. And after that final update, let's test it again. again. So I'll upload a video, I'll draw an arrow, and I'll add a comment, and yep, it's working. Yes, the drawing shows up at the exact timestamp, and when I click on the comment, the video jumps to that moment and displays the annotation. For good measure, let's try another test, and there you go, same result. So now we know it works. Drawings save, they sync with comments, and they reappear exactly when and where they should. So after a few prompts and fixes, the drawing and annotation feature is officially working, and it's a huge win for clear visual feedback. Let's take a look at the share link feature. Right here, we've got the option to copy the project link. So if a user wants to send the video to someone else for feedback, all they have to do is just grab this link and then share it directly. Now, to make sure this works the way we want, I'll go ahead and ask Lovable, each video and project should have a unique shareable link. Anyone with access to that link should be able to view the video and leave their feedback. Lovable starts processing, but an error does pop up, but no big deal. We can just click the fix button and Lovable will try by itself to resolve it automatically. So let's test it again. I'll copy the link and paste it into another browser window to see what it looks like from the viewer's side. And we have another error. The page says project not found. Yikes. So let's go back and tell Lovable project not found when sharing link to collaborate. Lovable, again by itself, updates the logic behind the scenes, and now we test the full flow again. So let's try to upload a new video, leave a quick comment, click share project, and copy the link. Then I'll open a new tab just like before, I'll paste the link, and there it is. The video loads, the comment is visible, and the new viewer can leave feedback just like we planned. So the share link feature is now fully functional. Our users can send out a link, and anyone with that link can view the video, can see the timeline, and drop comments without any extra setup. Clean, simple, and fast. Now, before unlocking the full app experience, we need to set up two things: user authentication and Stripe integration. And the goal is simple. Our users should only access the app after signing in and subscribing to the Pro plan. So let's go ahead and tell Lovable we want gated access behind a $5 a month subscription. And Lovable is asking us if I already have Supabase and Stripe set up, and I don't, so I'll tell it to handle the setup for me from scratch. So let's follow the instructions. Open the Supabase menu, create a new project with the name and password, then wait for the project to initialize. And once that's done, we can connect Supabase to Lovable and continue forward. Next, we have to set up authentication. So let's tell Lovable to add auth, approve the SQL changes, and now a sign-in button appears in our app. And with that done, let's create a test account. But as you can see, Supabase blocks it due to unconfirmed email. But that's okay, it's an easy fix. We just jump into the settings, disable the email confirmation requirement, and now sign in successfully. Now, it's also time to connect Stripe. As you can see, Lovable is asking us for a Stripe product and API key. And from there, we can head on over to the dashboard, create a product with a $5 a month billing plan. We'll copy the secret key and then paste that into Lovable. After that, a subscribe button now shows up, but the checkout fails. Turns out I need to enter the correct price ID, which I grab from the Stripe product catalog, and then I'll just simply drop it into Lovable. To complete the integration, I'm going to configure Stripe webhooks. Here you can see I'm setting up a new destination in the webhook settings, and then I'll go ahead and select the right event triggers like checkout.session.completed, and I'll connect it to the Supabase Edge function URL. Let's go ahead and copy the signing secret, paste it back into Lovable, and now confirm the connection. And once everything's linked, we can now log into a new account. We can hit subscribe to Pro and then go through Stripe's checkout flow using the test mode. Payment goes through, so far so good, and just like that, I've got access to the full app. Authentication and payments are working exactly as planned, and the app is officially ready to onboard real users. All right, so that's where we're at. We've got uploading, commenting, drawing, and sharing, and it's all up and running well. Lovable took care of all the complicated stuff in the background, and we just steered it with the right prompts. Even if we had some mistakes along the way, we just kept at it. And if you're building something similar or thinking about using AI to speed up your workflow, this is 100% the way to go. And if this inspired you, try building your own version, remix it, and then take it even further. Please do drop a comment below if you have any questions and share with me what you're building. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.